Lord have mercy, is it working? Is it working? All right, it says here it's live, but it looks like again. Are we live? Lord, it looks like it's let me see. It looks like my timing's off. Is my timing off? Is my timing off to y'all? Somebody call that number 706-828-1690 and let me know if I'm on and if I'm looking like a Chinese with my lips going pop, 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 pop. Because I don't see it on my computer. I don't see it on here. All right. I don't see it on here. All right. Who can it be now? Who can it be now? Let me see. All right, let me see if it... Hey, is this Gibson?
Hello, baby. How do Granny, baby?
Oh, Granny, I don't know about that now. Hey, look here, Granny. Do I look like... listen, now be serious for a few minutes, Gibson, okay? I'm trying to be serious on this test stream. Look here. Do I look like I'm talking Chinese? Are my lips... my timing's okay?
Your lips are moving great.
Okay, good. We're good. All right. Now you can be Granny if you want to.
Oh, that's all right. Fuck it.
Yeah, I was just trying, tonight I just want to try to get this stream, running right. All right, I'm going to huh?
Your lips are moving. Let's see here. Yep, it's actually looks good. You're actually with your mouth, your voice in your mouth. So we're not watching a Chinese movie.
You're not watching a Chinese movie. Well, good deal.
Oh, wait a minute. There it goes. Hold on. You got to start move your mouth again.
Chinese.
No, see, there's something weird.
CPU's at 33.2.
There you go. That word Chinese. I heard that one now.
You can hear it, but how about this? High karate. Did that look normal? Gibson.
Perfect.
All right, well, check this out real quick and see if everything look.
Delay, but that's because I'm on the phone with you as I'm watching it, so I'm hearing a delay. But yes, it's perfect.
Okay, check this story out and see if the timing's right on it. Okay, let me see what this story is.
I'm rolling.
Can you see the story?
All right, so I've got my trusty stopwatch, and here they come down the hill. It looks like
He's fixing to
Ruben
get
is
his
in the
ass
lead,
knocked
and here
out
comes
from
Al
under him.
Evans. That was a bad idea. At Riverside Park, Rob Lett, Global News.
Okay, you still able to hear me? Yes, sir. All right, so y'all was able to see that guy get his.
And it's actually voices are right with it. Everything's straight, good, looks great.
Well, good, and I'm still not doing a Chinese movie for y'all. I mean, my lips are moving correct also.
Everything is moving correct.
Okay, well, let me show you this next story real quick. Check this out.
Now to a frightening moment that played out on live television. Tori Yorgay, a reporter for WSAZ, that's the NBC affiliate in Huntington, West Virginia.
I bet she
was
didn't
about
see
to do a
this
live
coming.
report when she was accidentally hit by a car. Take a look.
Unfortunately, in freeze thaw, we see this water main breaks.
Got hit by a car, but I'm okay. I just got hit by a car, but I'm okay. Tim.
That's the first for you
I'm
on
okay.
TV, Tori.
Woo! We're all good. I'm okay. Yeah, you know that's live TV for you. It's all good. I
That
actually
has
got hit by
definitely
a car
got to
in
be a
college,
trailer
too,
park
just like
woman
that.
to be able to take
I
a
am
hit
so
like
glad
that
I'm
and keep
okay.
right on going.
We're so glad too, Tori. So the driver of that SUV.
Yeah, that was definitely a trailer park woman. There is no other woman on this earth could have took a blow like that and kept right on with the story. Didn't miss a beat.
You got it going on, brother. Good.
What?
Perfect.
Well, good deal. Well, good deal. All right, well, I'm going to show a few more stories and just get a little comfortable with it. And, just show y'all.
I'm gone.
All right.
It's all good, brother. I'm going to get off here.
All right, Gibson. Appreciate you, brother. All right, well, it looks like the streaming's going okay. Let me see. All right, let me show y'all a funny. Let me show y'all a funny story here. This comes from.
Dear Lord.
Wait a minute. Let me set it up a little bit. This comes from Red Dirt Farm. I'm not sure if she's a friend of his or he knows her because he turned me on to her channel. But she is, she's got some sad cows out here. I reckon if a cow knows he's going to be slaughtered, I'd be pretty sad myself. But check these cows out. And, buddy, she really feels for them, too.
Oh, dear Lord. Look at the suffering cattle. Oh, my God, look at the horrible lives they have. It's so heartbreaking. Oh, my God, look at them. They're just standing there. They have no employment opportunities.
Now, was that sad or what? Red Dirt Farm, I don't know why you send me sad material like that. Nah, but I come from Red Dirt Farm, and that's a farming lady right there. And I tell you what, she's sad about them cows. You know, I seen a couple of her videos, and buddy, she really feels for them cows. She feels their pain, if you know what I mean. All right, let's see what this one is.
So you're back on the walk back.
All right, let's see who this is.
To accept, press 1. To send a voice.
Who this is?
This is Robbie the Rockstar coming at you live soon from the Chicken Bone Band. I don't know what my guitarist and drummer and other bassist, clever camera, they ain't gonna be a part of it.
Look here, let me ask you something, Robbie. This band that you joined, did you listen to me now, you're worse than Tommy right now. Listen to me. Did you
That's not true.
Okay, well listen. Did you answer an ad in the Atlanta Constitution about a band?
I stumbled into it. It's some people you know, and they have a band, and I'm like, y'all don't have a lead singer? And I'm like, wow, what the fuck? I always dreamed of being a lead singer. I've always wanted to be one. So, look, we need an audio test because what I was listening to, Gibson was faint. It was the same old shit. It was in the background. You could barely hear him. I'm on holding the phone up to my ear, which is going to give me brain cancer, but I'll do what it takes to, make the Chicken Bone News Network survive, right?
I hear you. Can you hear the phone call? And can y'all hear the phone call any better when I hold it up to the mic?
I hear you perfect, loud and clear.
Yeah.
But we need a one or something.
Yeah.
If, people can hear me clearly.
Yeah, because I can't see if there's a 1 or a 2 or what they can
You
hear.
don't know what's going on, right?
No, because I ain't got another.
Just like I thought I was a part of a rock band, and now I'm not.
Well, let me tell you about that rock band scheme that's going on around Atlanta right now. There's this guy named Tyrone. I don't know if you ever heard of him. Well, listen to me now.
I know him quite well.
I don't know if you know him or heard of him, but he's got this scheme going around Hot Atlanta right now where people are sending in $50 and they're being promised to be lead singer or bass player or play the jaw harp or just whatever to be a part of this band. And he is racking up on money, and he's even got a stage act. He's got what they call a machete man. They're standing up on the stage with a machete, and he is tricking people out of money left and right. So I just wanted to make sure that you did not fall for that scheme. And
I haven't yet, Skip, but I'm still open to fall for it. Yeah.
well, I'll tell you what.
I haven't fell for it yet, but I'm still open to fall for it because I do want to be the lead singer of his band. He hasn't given me any clips. Like, can I get a little piece of like what y'all are doing so I can know how to come up with lyrics and be your lead singer of the future? And then I suggested changing the name of the band to Chicken Bone. Just Chicken Bone.
How did that go over?
Pretty clever.
How did that go over? Did it go over good?
They kicked me out of they kicked me out of the band before I even had a chance.
Well, I can tell you right now, Robbie, if they kicked you out of the band after you came up with a good name like that, you don't want to be in that band no how. You do not want to be in a band that does have nothing to do with chicken bunners.
I am totally going Craigslist and saying, hey, who needs a lead singer? I'm 52, I think.
Oh,
and I wear glasses, but I can take my glasses off. You know, I can take them off.
52, you're a spring chicken, Robbie. I mean, 52, you ain't got no age on you.
Yeah. And I take my vitamin D, and let's do like Matt America. I take my vitamin D, and I chew an apple cider vinegar gummy, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you, my brother. I feel you. Any band would be lucky to have you singing for them.
I think so. I mean, look, they're not going to have me. I will never, ever join his band at this point. I feel disgraced. I feel my feelings are...
well, let me ask you this, Robbie. Did he tell you that he knew Don Cornelius at Soul Train? Because he's been using that line that he knowed old Don real good, and that Soul Train was actually coming back, and that was going to be the first band on the first episode, and for an extra $450, you could definitely be the lead singer. It's a money scheme. It's a money scheme. Don't fall for it. And 300. Yeah, he has done. It's been documented that he's told people. It's been documented that he's told people, especially white people, that that probably don't care too much. They don't care too much about. They don't care too much. Yeah. He did, just like he did so many other people. But the thing about it is, you're not alone. But what he told most white people was, because they don't care too much about the Soul Train vibe or anything. He told them that Dick Clark's nephew was forming a new American Bandstand, and they were looking for dancers, and if they couldn't dance, they were looking for lead singers to form bands. I mean, anything just to get money out of people.
Can you send me this stuff?
I can send you a picture of what this Tyrone fellow looks like if you want. Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
You're out of control.
Yep.
What are we gonna do?
I don't know what we're
Bring him in.
I don't know what we're gonna do with him, but he's really giving.
He probably needs to do that silent prayer thing. What do you think? I don't know what it is, but it sounds good.
Well, if he did, he
Like,
should.
you don't pray, but you're quiet. I don't get it.
Well-
Silent prayer. That doesn't even make a lick of sense to me. But
Well, if he does do that silent prayer, he should let it go in one ear and out the other. That's what I would suggest.
well, he shouldn't kick me out of the band before I even get a chance to audition. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Well, Robbie's probably thinking of you and your family and you being out on the road.
I don't have a family. It's just me, man. I'm out here just supporting Chicken Bone News Network and trying to create a band called the Chicken Bone. What better publicity is that for the Chicken Bone News Network to have its own band called the Chicken Bone?
But that is a demanding schedule. You probably doing what, 350 shows a year? And you're what, 52 years old?
I'm 52, that's all.
Well, I don't know. He's probably
How
thinking
old
about.
is that Aerosmith? How old is that Aerosmith guy? Fuck.
Yeah, but he's one of them. I hate to say it, but a lot of them rock.
We ain't gonna do all that.
A lot of them rock bands, the members like to drink blood. Have you seen that? They drink blood, and it makes them look younger and feel younger. Well,
Nobody's trying to do all that, man.
well,
So what did you get it on the audio? Because the callers come in weak, just like they did the last time you tried this test run.
well, here's the bottom line. I cannot get the Rodecaster. I can't get the microphone set up running through there.
Oh, God.
So I'm doing this without the Rodecaster, but I'm tired of not doing anything, so I can pull up the scenes and everything, and I'll have to do it like this right now with the telephone. At least I can find out some other way to do it. But
All right, so what if you look, do like Jamie and put it close to the mic? Maybe that helps. That's what Jamie did in his early stages.
well,
I wish if Drizzy wasn't such a little B word, then we could totally bring him in and have him do all this, but he turned into such a B word. That was Jamie's sidekick. For those of you all know, it was where the OG posse formed, and while we carry on, and Skip was a part of that because he was a fan of Jamie's show as well.
Jamie used to have a good show. He really did, and I enjoyed
That's
it.
what's up.
He had some good topics, and he had people calling in, and it looked like his show was growing.
Great.
It looked like it was growing,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden he decided to start playing video games. A grown man,
It was disgusting.
a grown man wanting to play video games, and the viewership just dropped, and nobody wanted to watch it. Who in the world wants to sit there and watch a grown man play video games on
None of us, and it was called Pew 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 time. And he had some followers that they're like, yay, play Call of Duty all day. And we were used to Skip's an OG. That's where we met him. Skip from Augusta. He come in with the white fist sticking up. It was awesome. And I was like, oh boy, Skip's gonna say something off the wall. And Skip called in a few times and everything. It was a show that we all followed, and it was great. And he had it popping. He would tackle trolls. That's what he would do. He would say, bring them all in. Ah! And then all of a sudden he decided to play video games and left us all behind, came up with shit. It was evil. But that's, you got the OGs on your back, Skip, and we're going to make this, you are going to make this happen on behalf of all chicken boners. You created something that's awesome, and it's going to continue to be even more awesome.
Well, Robert,
You got this, brother.
I appreciate that, man. I've always enjoyed news stories and watching about news stories and making my own comment about news stories. And I don't expect everybody to agree with me 100% on stuff. And no, it's retarded to think that you could agree with somebody 100% about everything.
Exactly.
But
Exactly. And differences too,
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
As well.
But
And we're good with it.
but
We're
I'm-
good. I still support you.
that's
right?
why that's why I want the phone part of it to be so important, so people can call in.
Man, it's gonna be awesome.
And if we
it's
have,
gonna be so good.
and if we have disagreements, we can talk about them, you know, and try to
it's
reason
gonna
it
be so
out
good, yeah.
and come to a head on some of this stuff, you know, because
Skip, it's gonna be so good. You don't even know how good it's gonna be.
yeah, well,
You don't even know how good you're gonna be when you when you get this figured out. You don't know. Let's get the audio thing. Am I weak on audio? Because Gibson was weak on audio. Now, I'm holding the phone up to my head, which is what we learned from Hayes. Get over Bluetooth, go.
well, how about this? Anybody that's watching, if y'all can hear Robbie, okay, press 1. If you can't hear him good, press 2. And if you're able to hear me all right, press 3. And I can't.
You're probably loud and clear.
Okay.
You were loud and clear on Gibson's call. That's why I had to call in, and I was like, I don't see the numbers on the screen. I couldn't see it, so we got to fix that too.
Y'all don't see it on the
Gotta make the
screen.
number more visible.
Yeah, are y'all able to see the number on the screen?
Excuse me.
Are y'all able?
Excuse me, actually.
Are y'all able to see the phone number on the screen?
Yeah, I couldn't earlier. I had to get the Pachu to send it to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
'Cause I couldn't see it. Yeah, it's too small or something.
Well, I can make it bigger.
But
See,
you're not there yet. You're not there yet either. So it's not. I mean, you're coming up on there, but it wasn't all that important. I'm just like, I can't.
well, see, that's what I'm wanting to do tonight, Robbie, is get some feedback from y'all and find out. Like, do I need to make
Are
the?
you getting?
I need somebody to listen for a minute. Listen to me for a minute, Robbie. Gunsmoke.
10-4.
Okay.
10-4.
Are y'all able to see the phone number, or do you think I need to make it bigger? See, I'm wanting feedback from y'all, Robbie. Do y'all think I should make the phone number larger? Press 1 if you think I should make the phone number larger. And Robbie, you can look and see if the numbers are 1 or whatever, because I can't see.
I can't look. I'm holding the phone to my ear.
All right, well, hold this.
Doing it the way Tyrone, my lead guitarist, I'm doing it the way he told me to do it.
Well, look here. You gonna end up getting your heart. You gonna end up getting your heart broken by Tyrone. I can tell you that right now. Yes, you are. He's gonna break your heart. This band deal. No, it's not gonna work. Let me see if I can pull it up over here. No, he don't. He don't really have a band, Robbie. I don't know. Let me go get Stacy's phone. I'll be right back.
Alright. See, I can't see it. I'm on the phone. Unbelievable. Hey, OG. This takes you back to the OGs on Jamie's show. Hey, what y'all doing? That's what's up.
All right, let's see here. Let me see if I can pull it up.
Yeah.
Trying to pull up where I can see the chat, just so I can get some, find out what's going on. All right, here it is. Okay. All right, I see Tyrone. See, Tyrone is going up under another name, Robbie. This is what I mean.
Yeah, he does that.
He changes.
He's Killer Smith tonight or something like that.
He changes.
Or something.
He changes his name more than my ex-wife
I don't
does.
know how he's allowed to do that. He must be. I think he's a fed.
Yeah.
He kicked me out of the band, so he's obviously a fed.
Yeah. Well, Tyrone.
That's the only conclusion I can come to. Is he didn't want me in his band. He changes his name all the time. He's totally a fed.
There's a guy in here named Butch Conger. who just said, Robbie, has anyone told you you jabber a lot?
I was born a rambling man, Butch.
And Jim Justice has got jokes tonight. You want to hear a joke from Jim Justice? He said the number.
What do they call it?
He said the numbers are just as big as the nose on my face. I know I got a Jew nose, Jim Justice.
I got a Jew nose too, man. I mean I'm a Jew.
No, I'm not a Jew.
I got a big nose.
You can look at my
What's wrong with big noses?
you can look at my wallet and tell I'm not a Jew. But everything seems.
Man here, brother.
But I'm gonna let you go, Robbie, because I need to talk to the chat. Okay.
Let me go, because I'm just getting nothing but hate. I've been kicked out of a band.
All right.
Blood fucking hating on me. I mean, I gotta go. Yeah.
All right.
I don't know what to tell you.
All right.
I don't even want to be a part of this show anymore.
All right, go lick your wounds, brother. And I'm just need to get a little feedback from the chat, but it's kind of hard when you're talking. All right, nothing.
I'm fixing to go in and read back. So
All right,
that's what's up.
all right, big boy.
I'm fixing to go in and read back. I'll see you in a minute. Yeah.
Okay, doke. All right, bye.
All right, I hope I helped.
You did help me a lot. You and Gibson both did. I appreciate it.
Hey, pop.
Pop, pop, pop. All right. Are my lips still in sync with my words, what I'm saying? Press 1 if it is. Tom Davis, you ought not say that in the chat. Nobody wants to look at that thing. Lord have mercy. You been drinking, ain't you, boy? All right, well, good. Seems like everything's going fine with the timing. I had to go in there and reset the numbers in the OBS because I was trying to. I know that the picture is not as good as it could be, but my computer is slow, and I had to slow down some things in it to kind of get it to work, you know. But I ordered some RAM, and it came in. It took a week to come in. Lord have mercy, come all the way from California. I think they put it on a covered wagon to get it to me. But by the time I got it, and I opened it up, and I took the back of my computer off, and was getting ready to install it, hell, it was the wrong one. They sent me the wrong ones. I needed one for a G7, and they sent me one for a G5, and I had to send it back. But anyhow, I found a video where this guy had said that he could show you how to run your computer, run OBS on your computer, and no matter how crappy your computer was. So I said, well, mine's real crappy. I bought it from a small hat at a pawn shop, so I knew it wasn't too good to begin with. And sure enough, it seems to be working all right, according to y'all. Yeah, it does. All right, let me show y'all another one of these old videos again, and y'all let me know if y'all can hear it. Is it louder than me? Is it too loud or not loud enough?
I'm rolling.
All right, so I've got my trusty stopwatch, and here they come down the hill. It looks like Ruben is in the lead, and here comes Al. And this...
Oh, jeez.
That was a bad idea. At Rivers...
Were y'all able to hear that okay? And yes, Stacy says she liked those reading glasses, Jim Justice. Boy, you are so funny tonight. Lord have mercy. The volume's good? All right, thank you, Luca. I appreciate that, brother. I'm ready for another song, Luca. I figured you might come up with a song the way my luck's been going lately, something about a train running off the rails. Well, let's see who this is. All right, let's see who this is.
Are you still on?
Oh my God, I've gotten.
I know, right?
Lord have mercy. This is going to be a long call right here. Have you been drinking?
Yeah, I know. Well, hell yeah. Damn. Shit, what you think?
Yeah.
So, anyhow, what was you just talking about? Because I had to jump off and then get on the telephone and all this bullshit.
Well, this is a family show, so kind of keep it a little bit, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So, well, what was you talking about? I can't remember.
I really don't remember. But because of time, Tommy, we're gonna have to let you go.
Yeah. Okay. No. We gotta talk about something.
Okay.
Huh.
All right. Let me ask you.
All right, let's talk about time.
Let me ask you this
Do
real.
you think that they ought to... Huh?
Let me ask you this real quick.
Do what?
How's the weather?
Yes, sir.
How is the weather in Indiana?
Oh, no. Weather in Indiana sucks. Yeah, it sucks. It is really bad. Yeah, it's rain. But you know what? I feel bad for Lisa. Because she gets all this weather pushed right her way, right to Philadelphia. You know what? That shit sucks. It never goes down.
Well, how about hold on for a minute. Hold on for a minute, Tommy. I know the phone situation. Hold on for just a minute. I know the phone situation sucks pretty bad right now, but are y'all able to hear Tommy at all? If you can, press 1. Say something, Tommy.
We want to hear beeps.
Hear what?
Well, I don't. Beeps, like boop, boop, beep, 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 whatever number they pick, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, undoubtedly they're able to understand you okay.
Well, I don't know. Well, maybe later they might be able to. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I wish you good luck, and I'll jump off here for you. So.
All right, Tommy. All right, brother.
All right. Love you. You have a good night, bro.
I appreciate you. I do. I appreciate you, Tommy.
I appreciate you, too.
All right, brother, man. We're going to get this thing going. All right. So y'all was able to hear him clear enough and understand what he was saying? 1 for yes, 2 for no, and 3 for I really don't care. All right, Robbie said yes. All right, Stubborn One said yeah. Lucas said yeah. Red Dirt Farm said yeah. Got your 6. Hey, buddy, what's going on, man? Is it getting any better out there in Texas? Got your 6? Because you were sending me some awful stories from out there. I mean, you would think it was Chicago or Philadelphia or somewhere. There's Dean Thomas. Dean Thomas triplet. Are you, let me ask you, Dean, are you a triplet? I mean, do you have 2 other twins? You know, Luca, I really wish Maze would call. You know, it kind of tripped me out the other day when James hung up on her. And then, you know, I don't know. I really don't understand that. All right.
To accept, press 1.
Who this is?
Hey, Sneaky Snake, how you doing? This is Jim.
Hey, Jim, hold on a second. Hold on 1 second, buddy. Let me get this dog. All right, I had to let my dog out. He was starting to.
Let that little bastard out of there, will you?
He was starting to.
I don't need him yet.
He was wanting to whine because I had the gate up to keep him in the bedroom, to keep him from coming in here aggravating.
He had the pee-pee. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Enough about this stuff.
Yeah, we got his P-pad and he wanted to come. He did the right thing.
Pad there? I thought that was yours.
No,
I thought the P-pad was for you.
no, I wear mine around my waist. It's like it depends. No, but he did the right thing. He did the right thing, Jim. He scratched on that gate to let me know he had to come in here and pee. Now, if I wouldn't open that gate and he would have peed in that bedroom, I couldn't have got mad at him because he tried to let me know, he had to do his business. So he did the right thing. Yeah. Well, Jim, it's good to talk to you, buddy. Where you living at? Where you living at, Jim? What state you live in?
Maryland.
Maryland. Oh, Lord.
All the Catholics live. Maryland. Ask Red Dirt Farm. Actually, he's just south of Pennsylvania, so he's practically there. But hey, I wanted to ask you something.
Okay, go ahead.
Do you think Jesse really can get it up?
I don't know, but you know what? I'm going to tell you something. When I went down to Orlando to meet them boys, it was sad that I had to meet Jesse in the bathroom. And, because he was coming in.
You lying, sneaky thing.
Listen, Jim. Listen. They was having a break. They was having a break doing the speaking that day. And I was coming in, rolling into the bathroom as he was about to come out of the bathroom. And, see, I'd met him the night before and introduced myself. And I don't know if he was jet lagged or tired or what, but he didn't catch who I was. But then when I saw him at the bathroom door, I said, hey, Jesse, I said, it's Skip from Augusta. And he turned around and came on back in, and we stood there and we talked for about 10 minutes. And, I was telling Matt and a few others, I said, man, Jesse stood in the bathroom and talked for about 10 minutes. I don't know if I want to tell nobody I was in the bathroom with Jesse for 10 minutes now. I just don't know.
Well, okay. Yeah, you're talking about a gathering in a large bathroom, not just yourselves, whatever.
Well, see, thing about it is, Jim, that was a joke. That was really a joke, because I ain't got no problem with Jesse. If he is what they say he is, then
I want him to repent.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love Jesse, and you can ask Stacy. I pray for Jesse every night. I pray that he does. If this is all true, that he'll do the right thing, and if nothing else, quit pulling on them Peters like he was doing if he's queer. Repent. But no, I don't hate Jesse, and I don't hate James. And James just straight turned his back on me, big boy. I tell you what, I would call James, and I would talk to him about stories that's going on in the news, and I wouldn't ever snaky to him. And
You're always a snake, Jeff. Come on, man.
How's that, Jim?
That's so funny.
Yeah. Here's the.
Even the ones, look, Skip. The way I've always seen you as a sneaky snake.
Really?
You always have the little, well, looky here, and then you got a little twist on it that they don't see coming because you're a sneaky snake.
Looky here is just that's how I've always talked. I get ready to say something. I say, well, look at here. And usually that grabs somebody's attention because they're looking here, But no, I ain't never. I'm just the type of person, Jim, and we've been in chat together for a long time, and from seeing my chats, I don't go along with people just to get along. If I disagree with you about something, then I'm gonna let you know I disagree with you.
I'm pretty sure about that, sneaky snake.
Yeah.
Hey, let me pop off and let someone else on then.
All right. Well, look here. It was look.
Let me call you back, maybe, huh?
Okay, that sounds good. But look here, Jim. I really enjoyed talking with you and finally putting a voice to the name. You know what I mean?
Hey, Skip. You seem like a real nice guy. I'm glad to know you. Okay.
All right, bro? Dude. I appreciate that, Jim. I really do, brother.
All right.
All right. I'll let you later.
Bye.
All right. Bye. Well, that was a good call. That was a good call. I love being able to put a voice to a name. And I've met several people and have talked to several people through Jesse's chat. So, like Kelly Joe. When I met Kelly Joe in Jesse's chat, I thought she was a black woman for a long time, because when she would type something in, what's that, laughing LBBBO or whatever, laughing my big butt off. I thought, see, I'm old school. I didn't know what it meant. I don't know what all these acronyms are. I thought she was saying laughing my black butt off. So I always thought Kelly Joe was a black woman. And then we started playing cards on this card game, spades, and I still didn't really know she was white. And later on, I found out she was white, and she invited me to come down and meet her and her family and eat Thanksgiving with them one year. It's been about 3 years ago. So didn't know her from hide and hair except for Jesse's chat, and she didn't know me from hide and hair. But she asked me to come down there and eat with her family, and so I did. I went down there, and I had the best time in the world. So I got to meet her and her family, and she's got an awesome family. And we sat there and act like we knowed each other for a million years. I mean, we just got along so good. So I've met some good people from Jesse's chat. And, yeah, I've never been the type of person to go along with somebody to get along. And I kind of find it works in two ways. You kind of weed out who you really don't need to be around, because if they expect you to go along with them just to get along, then you really don't need to be around. I don't feel like I need to be around them anyhow. And if they can't accept that I don't believe the same way they do, then, you know, if they can't accept that and think I'm supposed to believe like they do, then, no, it's just not going to work. But no, I've never seen somebody that, well, I'll put it this way. Now, you got cults like the Mormons and the Jehovah's Witnesses. If you speak against the leader, let's see who this is. Who can it be now? Who can it be now? Who this is?
Skip.
Who this is?
This is Luca with the music.
Luca, what's up, brother man?
Not a lot. Just hanging out. Listening to the Skip first live session ever.
Well, I'll tell you what, I finally got it where I don't look like a Chinese with my lips moving. And and finally, you know, I don't know if he was on here last time we tried to do a little test stream, but the reverb was so bad. Lord have mercy, I had to take the headphones off. You know, I wasn't able to hear for 3 days. So
no, it's sounding good and looking good. You're all up to speed with the professional.
Well, I'm glad it's working, because I've been wanting to do this for a long time. You know, I making the videos. I like doing that, but I like to interact with people and find out. You know, like I said earlier, I know we're not going to agree on everything, but let me know why we don't agree. You know, and I'll let you know why we don't agree. And I'm not going to dislike somebody because we don't agree on everything, but maybe we can find out a little different and see things in a different way, or help someone else see things in a different way, you know? Does that make sense?
Totally.
Yeah.
I mean, like when I first called into Jesse Lee's show, I was, you know, stated how I used to be really liberal and I'm a vegan and, you know, just all these things coming from the left, really.
Yeah.
But over the years, I've seen the light after my divorce and started listening to JLP, and then Angela actually told me about your show and what you're doing, and it's just all great stuff, and I've seen the light in a lot of ways, and a lot of cool people, learning a lot, and try to share things I know.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, Luca. It is. It's not all a learning thing for each individual. It's not all a teaching thing for each individual. We can learn and help each other at the same time, you know?
Yeah.
Yep, I mean, you talk about a lot of truth that a lot of people are afraid to talk about, you know, about how much violence is coming from the black community or how much violence is just right outside our door, and it needs to be talked about, and we need to know what's going on in our neighborhood and in our world,
Yeah.
so that we're not ignorant, you know, and be like, "Oh, what just happened?"
That's right, Luca. I don't show y'all these stories so y'all will be scared of what's outside your front door, but just to know that it's not safe outside your front door, and you've got to be aware of what's out there. You know, 'cause some of these stories I showed y'all, you know, they never saw this stuff coming. You know, they never woke up that morning and saw the evil that was out there waiting on them. You know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You're not trying to put fear into anybody. It's just, you can't just go, for example, walking down the street at night alone in some neighborhoods. I mean, you should know what, you know, not to be living in fear, but to be aware. And
That's right. Be aware. Yeah.
So I think you're doing a good thing, and appreciate your work, and I think you're a good guy. I don't know why anybody would call you a snake. I just think people are strange, and they project their own, you know, insecurities or their own issues onto other people, but I don't see you judging other people like certain other people do, you know, so I think you're a good dude. I think there are good people out there.
There are good people. Excuse me, there are good people out there. There's not, you know, there's not a whole bunch of good people, because we see more bad, it seems like, every day. But it's good to know, Luca, that there is some good people out there, like those stories I showed tonight. Those black guys saving them old people, you know what I mean? That old white couple, that old white couple was getting robbed, and he said, you know, that could have been my mama and my daddy, you know. But you
learn really quick when you.
Huh?
I was gonna say, you learn really quick when you live your life and you meet different people as you go to work and you go out into the world. That there are good people and there are bad people of all races, of all cultures.
That's right.
And you know, there's a lot of bad people in certain cultures, so that culture needs to see that it's happening and wake up and not just keep making excuses for it.
Yep.
But they could learn a lot from, for example, the Asian culture here in America that, you know, was also enslaved, but they don't complain. They work hard and they end up making more money than most other cultures.
That's right. That's right. They're not looking to be a victim. They, you know, they're not dwelling on the past, you know, because they didn't have it easy when they came over here. And
not at all.
They were railroad workers. And but look at them now.
Yeah.
Look at them now. They're cooking Chinese food for people, making a killing selling them cats and dogs.
That's a whole other subject. China is definitely a mess.
Yeah, I know. I'm just.
But the people of any country are pretty good. It's these governments, you know, they're the evil ones.
That's right. That's right. And they there's so much brainwashing going on, especially in our country. You know, I don't know about the other countries, but there's so much brainwashing, and it's every single day. You can't turn the TV on without brainwashing. There's an agenda behind every news story you hear. I don't care if it's Fox or CNN. They might have different agendas, but there's an agenda behind it, and they want you they want you to see things their way instead of telling you the truth. You know, I started picking up on that fair and unbalanced, because I want to be fair and unbalanced whenever I tell stories, you know, news stories. I want people to see, you know, that it ain't all bad black people and it ain't all good white people. I mean, there's good and bad in every race, you know.
I think there are people in all cultures that follow the ego and they allow the ego to control them, and that's the mess we see ourselves in. I'm starting to see more and more that the Amish got it right.
Yes, sir, they did, didn't they? They are them the ones that drive the carts around with the horses pulling them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't do much to do with technology, and they just seem to stay away from, you know, they didn't get COVID the way we did. They all stayed working hard and herd immunity and didn't get the vaccines and all that.
That's right.
And I'm just, you know, they get up with the sun and they go to bed when the sun goes down, and they don't have all the problems that
you remember that movie?
There's Benny.
No, that's Theodore. His bowl is lightweight. It's this old plastic bowl. We got him at Walmart. And that Joker, he knows there ain't no more food in it, but he's gonna keep pushing it on the floor and making noise, just pop, pop, just pushing it, knowing good and well there ain't no more food in there. He's done got spoiled.
He said you got people calling in, so I can get some attention on this bowl now.
Yeah, he's kind of like Stacy used to be. Stacy would always wait. Well, she don't drink no more, but when she was, she would wait till I was distracted, like making doing part of the show, doing some recording or whatever, and she would slip down there and she'd grab that half a gallon of liquor, because we'd always buy about a half a gallon, and she'd fix her a drink, because she knowed I couldn't stop right in the middle of my recording and say anything to her. You know, so she catches me at inopportune times, and Theodore, he's done learned that from her, so he's catching me at the inopportune time. He knows they can do what he wants to, because I'm doing this test stream, but he knows I'll tear his ass up when this is over too.
Yeah, I'll get away with everything while you're going live, but you're going to have to get used to that, because you be going live lots now.
Well, I'm looking forward to that. I really am, Luca, and I want to have good topics for us to talk about and discuss, and but at the same time, I want people to be able to call in and let's just talk about anything. You know, if you got something on your mind, I'm not no Jesse Lee Peterson or anybody that can help somebody out. But I have lived 56 years, and I can tell you what I've done to make things better or make things worse in those 56 years. You know what I mean? And
I got topics for days, man, but I'll just have to call in another time, because I've already taken too much of your time. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm glad you called, Luca, and I appreciate y'all all helping me with this, this test stream tonight, because I want it to be right. I want it to be as close to perfect as can be. And look here, I'm gonna tell you something. This is the first time I got a chance to talk with you. You did an awesome job on that song, brother, and I really appreciate that.
I really appreciate you, man. It just hit me with that divine inspiration. I was thinking about how much fun it is being in the chat rooms and the community of what you've created, and I really appreciate it.
Well, to me, it's like a family thing. We are family.
Yeah.
Oh,
totally. But if you really think about how dangerous it is to talk about the things we talk about, so it's like people need to stick together and watch each other's back. Got your six, like they say.
You're 100% right about that. And
it's sad but true.
It is, and I know that we all pretty much agree on the same things or see a lot of the same problems outside our front door. But at the same time, I want the channel to grow, and new people come in and, start looking at things a different way, maybe the way they haven't been looking at it, and can decide for themselves, hey, that old boy ain't telling me no lie. It is pretty bad outside these front doors. And yes, I do harp a lot on the blacks being out of control, but all you got to do is look at the numbers, Luca, and see.
Oh, yeah.
And does that mean I dislike the blacks or hate the blacks? Not one bit. I got more black friends probably than I do white friends.
Amen to that. I don't hate the blacks. I don't hate anybody. But I agree with you. Their culture has been hijacked by this mainstream, push to be ghetto. The gangster rap music, all of it's been pushed from the top down.
Yeah.
And it's not who they really are, but they're brainwashed and they think it's who they really are. And we want them to come out of it because we love them, we care about them.
That's right.
So,
that's exactly right. I agree with you 100%. I don't talk about them because I hate them or want to make them look bad. I hope that they can see that they're being worked over by these race hustling preachers and politicians, and stop blaming the white man and taking a little bit of responsibility for yourself for what you've done. Don't go blaming mama, because you can't blame mama for everything, But
100%.
Start taking some responsibility for your own actions, and start making a change in your life, 'Cause,
Totally agree.
I'm not saying that
Keep on speaking that truth.
I'm not saying that white people are any better. Lord, no, we ain't no better. All of us are, to say like Jesse says, all races have are in a fallen state,
Yep.
So how can I honestly say that all black people are bad when the doctor that did one of my surgeries was a black doctor and just as good as he can be and smart. He wasn't no what you call it when you affirmative action. He wasn't no affirmative action doctor. I hope he wasn't because he was a surgeon. But I felt comfortable with him. And the same thing with one of my dentists. He was a black guy, Dr. Leroy Justice. I mean, he was good as gold and a good dentist. So, no, it ain't all blacks that feel or have that victim mentality, Some of them wake up and say, you know what? I can be the best I can be today. And, yeah, I might have come from some bad circumstances, and the cards might look like they stacked against me, but I can always shuffle that deck and make them cards look a better way and be the best I can be today. And that's all about character, Luca. That's not about color. That's about the character of a person. So it don't matter if you're black or white or Chinese. You just gotta want to do better. You gotta want to be tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense.
Yeah. We need to look at the people at the top who are pushing this, like you said, them race hustlers, them people who got a lot of money who sit at the top laughing at these people at the bottom,
Yep. And I know you can't talk much about them on YouTube, but them small hats are really behind a lot of it if you do a little bit of looking into it, Luca. I promise you.
No doubt. Everybody knows it.
Yeah, but I know everybody knows it, but most people are scared to say anything about it. And to be honest, most platforms you can't say anything about it. They're the most protected people in this world,
Yep.
You can't.
Right above the blacks, right above the gays.
Yep.
Yeah.
It seems
and
like
it's all a satanic agenda being pushed by the top, and I could go into detail about that for days.
Yeah. But you know what, Luca? It's like this. Everything that we should look upon as being evil is being praised and glorified today. You know it? The homosexual.
It's all being revealed, though. This is the great unveiling.
That's right. People are waking up and they're seeing, that, hey, this stuff that they're promoting and saying is good and we should accept, it's not good at all. I don't see anything good coming from it. Well, just look at the stories just a few stories we've heard about the schools, them wanting to make everybody can go in the same bathroom. How's that been working, huh? One old boy, he raped the girl.
Right.
Yeah, he raped the girl at school and went to another school.
They kept it hush-hush and sent him to a different school.
That's right.
Oh, it's sick. It's sick. They want it to happen. It's all a big game to them. They're just laughing at us.
You're exactly right. They're laughing at us, Luca. They really are. They really are.
People gotta wake up from within, like you gotta want to better yourself every day. You gotta strive to become a better person so that you're never, one of these people we're talking about that are in every race and every culture.
Yeah.
They're asleep, they're in a fallen state, and we can help them if they ask for our help, but we just gotta put our loved ones first and ourselves first, and we gotta survive,
You're right. And at the same time, when we're talking to people, we've got to be patient with them,
Yeah.
And that's one of the things I really don't have very much of, Luke, is patience. I tell you what, I'm 56 now. I got a lot more patience than I used to have.
Just a little patience.
That's right. But, there's so much that we can do. There's so much I see that I can do now to be a better person, to be there for someone, and think more about the other people than think about just myself, Think less of myself, not in a bad way, but think less of what I want and think more about what I can do for somebody else. If it's, I don't know if you ever heard me talk about it sometime in doing the show, but I like to go through the drive-thru. When me and Stacy go through the drive-thru, just about every girl working at the drive-thru here in Augusta, they know me, because I always ask them, they're taking food stamps today or whatever. When they say, got to be $3.99, I say, y'all still taking food stamps? Y'all quit at 2 o'clock. You know, and that'll put a smile on the face. Well, that might be silly. Well, Skip, you being silly. Well, you never know what kind of day that little girl's been having, because people riding through the drive-thru, they ain't in a good mood sometime, and they take it out on them drive-thru girls. You know, if you can put a smile, just a 1 minute smile, or just make her smile for a second, that might change her whole day. So just small little things like that, you know, I think's really important in life, you know.
Yeah, I appreciate people like you. My neighbor is actually a lot like you. I mean, he'll give a stranger the shirt off his back. I mean, he's always watching out for everybody in the neighborhood. He'll mow your lawn. I mean, they're just angels all around us, and I'm so grateful.
Well, you know, I'm always read in the Bible about, you know, you might be entertaining angels. I remember one time, the only time in my life, Luca, that I actually thought I met a real angel. And I was in a bad fallen state then. I got this scar on my face right here, and that was from taking a road trip down to Tallahassee in a stolen car with an old whore. And I was trying to buy some dope down there, and I got in the wrong neighborhood. And they started throwing beer bottles, and an old hell of a beer bottle caught me right there in the face. Well, I couldn't go to the hospital because I done found out that the boy realized I took his car without his permission, and my wife knew I had that old whore with me down there in Tallahassee. So he done took a warrant out of me for taking his car. First, they ended up dropping it because he just loaned me his car. But here's my face laying wide open now, and all of a sudden I looked over there in the parking lot, empty parking lot behind one of the bars, and there was a guy in a minivan, not a minivan, but a small camper. And he came up to me, and he ended up getting me and that old girl. We went in his camper, and she poured some vodka on my face, and he used a straight sewing needle and cotton thread, and he sewed that. I think he put 13 stitches in my face, and we stayed gone. About 2 weeks later after that, I wouldn't know her to get back home because my wife, she wasn't too happy with me right then, and I wasn't looking forward to going to jail for a little bit for stealing that boy's car, which I didn't really steal it, I just borrowed it. But I went, make a long story short, I went to see a doctor not long after that mess, and I asked him about it. I said, is there anything you can do with these stitches right here? He said, what hospital did that? What doctor did it? I said, didn't no doctor do it. I told him how it happened. And he said, I'm going to be honest with you. He said, I could have done a better job myself with your face, you know. And I said, well, all he used was a straight needle and cotton thread. But the guy was so nice that did it, and it's like he just appeared from nowhere, Luca. And I believe God sends angels to us. You know what I mean? Even when we're not doing the right thing, I believe God still sends angels to us sometime, you know. I really do.
I agree. And I love to hear those stories. We got to make a movie about the Skip McBurney movie, and I'm sure you got stories for days of cool shit like that.
Oh man, I could tell you some stories. I'll tell you what. I could tell you 10 hours worth of Florida road trip stories by itself. Lord have mercy. I used to be notorious for taking a road trip, you know. But yeah, all that was in my filing state.
You need a Netflix series.
That's back before I started singing in the choir, though. You know, I sing in the choir now. I don't cut the fool and do all that old bad stuff no more. But you know what, Luca? It took me doing it to myself, and living this bad life I was living with the drugs and everything. And by all right, God had many a time to take me out of this life. But if it wasn't for His love and His grace, that's the only reason why I'm still here, you know. And it's kind of like this, Luke. It's kind of like He's looking down at me when I was in my fallen state, and He was saying, "Boy, you just so doggone hard-headed. You ain't getting it, are you? You just ain't getting it." And bam, He'll let something else bad happen to me, and maybe that'll wake you up. But it took a long time. It took 30-something years to wake this old hard-headed boy up. And I still wasn't awoke until I was in my 40s, late 40s. You know, but God, He knows the heart. And I just thank God that He did save me. And He did open my eyes. And that He didn't take me out when I was doing like I was doing. Because if He would have took me out then, buddy, I'd be busting hell wide open, Luca. So we serve a mighty God. And we serve a loving God. You know what I mean? A patient God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can tell you appreciate everything He's done for you.
I do. I really do appreciate it. And I love to share it with people. You know, I love to let people know what God did for me in my life, you know. And this is the reason why I believe. Why are you a Christian? Well, I'm glad you asked. Let me tell you. And then I can tell them what, you know, how I used to be and what He did for me. And am I where I want to be right now, Luca? No, I sure ain't exactly where I want to be. I want to be better every day. But I just thank God I'm not where I used to be. You know what I mean? And that's all because of God and Jesus Christ. It sure is. It really is.
Yep, the righteous path.
Yep. And I know.
I agree, brother.
I know I can't be perfect. You know, some people, I'm not going to call any names, claim to be perfect. You know, they forgive their mama and they perfect now, you know. But you're not going to be perfect. You can be perfect in Jesus Christ because of His blood, because of His salvation. But that at the same time, that don't give you the right to say, oh, Lord, I accept you as my Lord and Savior. And then you go right on living the hell of a life you was living right before you spoke those words. No, you repent for that and you want to live a better life now. You know that Jesus died for you, and it was because of Him that you got salvation, and you want to be a better person. You want to be a different person. But it's not going to happen all in one time, all in one day. You know, and sometimes you might slip up 10 years from being a Christian and say a cuss word or cuss somebody out to cut you off down the road. But you realize that the Holy Spirit hit you in the pit of your stomach and say, you know what, that wasn't right. And you ask the Lord to forgive you, and He will forgive you. He will forgive you. But no, you can't be a perfect person, you know, in this life, in this world. I don't give a darn what nobody says. The Word of God don't say you can, and I believe the Word of God, you know. But that's
the people who think they're perfect, who do the most evil, you know, controlling, power-hungry things.
Yeah, you're right. I agree with you on that, Luca. I do. But
I don't trust them.
No. You know, it's hard to trust anybody, really. But I kind of feel like I'm a good judge of character. You know, just I can talk to someone and I can get a feel for them most times, you know, and feel, I can sense if they're a genuine person or if they have an ulterior motive behind it or if they're trying to get something out of me, you know. Because I'll tell you something, I love game better than anybody. I love somebody trying to run game on me. But I like good game. Don't come at me with no bad game, because I know bad game. But if you got some good game, bring it on, big boy. I'll play with you. I'll let you trap yourself, you know. But, you know.
Yep. You got to play that 4D chess while they playing 3D checkers.
That's right. You're exactly right. But life is different every day. And no day's the same. It's all different. But
Lord, Skip, we're getting some crazy wind here in Indiana. I think it's going to rip my door off the hinge.
That's right. You are in Indiana, aren't you?
Yeah, it's just rolling in all of a sudden.
You live in Indiana? Tommy lives in Indiana?
Wow, look at that lightning. Yeah, this lightning is rolling in. It's gonna tumble my house.
Well, you want to get off the phone and go button down the hatches?
I probably should, man.
All right.
It was an honor talking to you. I will call in again soon.
Well,
keep it going.
Well, look, I appreciate you calling, buddy, and I'm glad I finally got to put a voice to the or face to the. You know, we ain't looking at each other, but you know what I mean. Finding out who you are.
Finally got to put a voice to the voice.
Yeah, I got a chance to talk with you, and I appreciate you, Luca. I really do, and I look forward to you calling.
I appreciate you, brother.
Well, I appreciate that, and you know, this is just a test tonight, but I'm gonna be bringing some good stories and have some good topics for us to talk about. And I appreciate you hanging in there with me through all these lean times. I mean, not understanding how to get this stuff going. But I really appreciate you, Luca.
Hey.
And I appreciate that song
Yeah,
you
we all
did.
appreciate your effort. Yeah, I'll write you a new one soon.
All right, you need to write one about Boo Boo, about Angela, and yeah. I tell you what, her and Tyrone, if you ever watch them and notice them, they go back and forth. They're like either husband or wife or brother and sister, and that could be the same thing if they lived in Alabama, but the way they go back and forth with each other, it's kind of funny. You know what I mean? You could write a hell of a, I bet you could write a hell of a song about them two.
It's true.
Yeah.
All sorts of people in the chat, and you and Stacy.
Yeah.
You guys are great, colorful people.
Well, Stacy's a good old gal. She really is. We've known each other for a long time, but
That's good.
yeah, we've grown a lot. We really have. But when I know you need to get off, but when I had this stroke, she's been.
Everybody pray for us in Indiana. It sounds like my house is gonna fly away.
Well, I'll tell you what. Go button down the hatches, and Lord willing, the creek don't rise. We'll see you tomorrow.
Alrighty, I'll do my best.
All right, Luca. You take care, buddy.
Take care, brother.
All right, man. Later. Oh, Luca. That boy he knows he can play that guitar and he can write some good music. Yes, he can. Well, look at here. I really hadn't got nothing prepared for tonight. I don't have any. Oh. Let's see who this is.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Who this is?
Hey, Boo-Boo, what you doing?
This is Boo Boo. What you up to, Boo Boo? This is Angela.
I figured I would call in. I sound like a 12-year-old on the phone, but I figured I would just call in and just talk to you for a second, see what's going on.
Well, does everything look like it's working okay?
Yeah, the only thing is, on my iPhone 13, the number looks really, really, really small. I can see it fine on my computer, but it's super, super small on my phone.
Yeah, I need to make it. I need to enlarge
that's
the
the only
number.
thing.
Yeah. Shoot, I don't know anything about these iPhone 13s. I got an Obama phone, so you talking Chinese to me about an iPhone 13. How about that? I made it a little bit bigger. Can you see it better?
Let me see. Yeah, I think it looks better.
Okay. Maybe I should change the fonts too. I'm trying to make it look kind of fancy. I just need to go with some basic numbers, so instead of making them trying to look fancy. You know how us old country folks are. We know we're country, and we want to look fancier than we are because we don't want people to know how southern and country we are. They think we got a little bit of something about ourselves. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Well, look here. Is it getting any better up there in Washington, D.C.?
Hell no.
It's getting worse,
I
ain't
heard
it?
some shots go off. I had heard some shots go. I was flying home today, and I'm exhausted. So I got home and I heard some shots today, and I was like, "Oh Lord, nothing changes."
Well, it's sad. It's sad that you live in a city like that, and you would think, with it being the capital of the United States, that would probably be one of the most protected, cities that there is. But you live in one of the worst places in the country.
I know, and it's so expensive too. I mean, it's the ghetto next to $1 million homes. Section 8 next to $1 million homes. So it just makes no kind of sense, but. It's the nation's capital, so
yeah.
It's a hot mess down here.
I bet it is.
Mess.
I bet it is. I've been noticing on the news a lot that Houston and St. Louis and just places you wouldn't even think, really. I wouldn't think Houston would be out of control like it is. But Got Your Six, he sent me some stories, and I found some of my own. Some of these cities that you wouldn't think are or would be as bad as Philadelphia or Chicago or something like that. Hell, their numbers seem to be worse. I mean, it's all the cities now, it seems like. You know, and they're talking about they want to defund the police. Now, how much sense does that make? Let's get rid of the police who's going to protect us. But then when something bad happens, we're gonna call the police. You know.
Yeah, they want to defund them around here, but I mean, you know, they're trying to do the social worker thing out here, but they're killing themselves. You know, it's every day because I work for law enforcement, so every day I see it come across my desk. So
yeah, I bet you do.
It's black on black on black on black crime. It's horrible.
It is.
And they keep getting younger and younger and younger, so it's just really sad to see.
You're right. And what are the race hustlers doing about it? What are the Ben Crumps doing about it? The Al Sharptons? You know, are they trying to better their communities? Are they trying to tell the black people, y'all need to stop shooting each other and stabbing each other and running over each other and blaming the white man? No, that's not what they tell them.
No.
That's not what they tell them at all. They tell it's bad white man. Y'all doing just fine.
Exactly.
The white man's put y'all in the position y'all. Yep.
Well, and you know what happened? So I kind of like lost all my friends when all this kind of came out with COVID, and I had some of my white liberal friends who I'm not friends with anymore say, well, it's okay if they beat us up because, you know, we have better insurance than them, and, you know, we put them in slavery for 400 years and blah, blah, blah. And I'm, like, looking at them all crazy. I'm like, you just telling me it's okay that they can beat the shit out of us because we're white.
Are they that brainwashed, Angela? Are they really that brainwashed that, since I got better insurance, it's okay for me to get beat up? For them to beat me up?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
It's kind of retarded. It's what we call it down here is retardation.
I know. I know. Well, I just called in to say hi to you and hi to everybody on the chat. I can see you all in there, so.
Well, I appreciate it, Boo Boo.
I'm gonna get off this phone. I'm tired.
And I appreciate you, coming here for this little test stream to help me get this thing going right. And I appreciate all the support you've been giving me. And
of course.
I really do. I appreciate all of y'all. And when I say I appreciate y'all, I really do appreciate y'all. I do. And I want to get.
We appreciate you, Boo Boo.
All right, Boo Boo. Well, you get on to bed now because you got to go to work in the morning. You got to walk that dog first thing early in the morning. I know that. Don't you
Well,
want?
I got to get up and make Tyrone's coffee in the morning. That's what I got to do. I got to do that first.
I hear you.
And then get moose walks and get ready for work. So that's what I'm doing.
A woman's job is never done.
No, it's not. No, it's not. All right, Boo Boo. I will talk to you later.
All right. All right. Appreciate you calling me. I'll talk with you later. All right.
All
right. Bye bye.
Okay. Take care. Bye-bye.
Well, that was old Boo Boo, Angela. Tyrone, you didn't tell me you had her making you coffee in the mornings. Now, what I want to know is how in the world are you getting it delivered to you from all the way up there in Washington, D.C., and it's got to come to Hotlanta? It must be a hell of a thermos to keep it warm that long, or you just warming it up when you get it. I don't know. It ain't none of my business. I don't want to know. I ain't asking no questions. But yeah, these big cities, I talk about how, it's just getting worse and worse. And I show y'all these stories, they're getting worse and worse. And cities that you ain't been hearing about in the past being out of control or out of control now. And I wished all of us could get out of these big cities. Hey, I'm in Augusta. It's not a great big old city, but I live down here in the ghetto. I live down here in the hood. And, which I get along pretty good with these old hood rats, And I'm not talking bad about them. I guess I am making fun of them. But, hell, I'm down here living with them. I ain't got no reason to make no fun of nobody. But I wish we could all move out into the country. I tell you, it would be a whole lot better out there in the country. But, at the same time, I think some people have lived in the city for so long, they wouldn't know how to live out in the country. They wouldn't know how to live a simple life because they're used to living so fast. It'd kind of be like Green Acres. You remember, I know it's just a show, but he moved out into the country, and I forget what his wife's name was, but boy, she didn't want to leave Manhattan and leave that big, fast city life. You know, I think she was pretty much miserable the whole time in that show. But, yeah, I think we need to get back to living a simpler life. You know, instead of worry about having, well, I got 9 Cinemaxes and 4 HBOs. I need to get 2 more at least. I know I'm missing out on something, you know. And I find myself, I'm 56 years old, and I ain't ever really cared nothing about technology too much. But I had to turn my doggone notifications off on my telephone. It got to the point where I couldn't even make a recording for y'all without hearing it go off. And I got to realizing, do I have to be notified every time somebody sends a text or sends me something in Facebook or sends me something in this app or that app? Am I so needy and wanty and feel like I'm gonna miss something? Let me see who this is. Who this is? All right, who this is? Dean. Which?
Yeah, Dean Thomas Triplet.
Oh my God, how you doing, brother?
All is well, my friend.
Well, good to hear you. Good to finally put a voice to your name, man. I've been seeing you for a long time.
No doubt.
Yeah. If you don't mind, what part of the country you live in?
I'm in North Carolina.
I hear you. I used to live in North Carolina.
I've been all over. I've been all over. I'm in. It's called Brunswick County.
Okay. You familiar with Southport and Long Beach and Yopon Beach?
I am. I'm about Southport. Let's see. I'm about 45 minutes away from there.
Yeah. When you told me what county, I knew you wasn't that far away. I went to school there in the 4th.
Yeah, not far at all.
I went to school in Southport in the 4th grade, and we lived on Oak Island for a year. And
that's where all my work is.
On Oak Island?
Hey, I do so much flooring out there, it's ridiculous.
You know, I wouldn't even recognize it now. Yes, the 4th grade, that was probably 73 or 74, I guess. See, my daddy.
Awesome, bro. That's a beautiful place.
It is. But I remember going out to Southport, or not Southport, but Long Beach. We rented the cabin back in the 80s, late 80s. Me and my dad did, a friend of mine. And it had grown up so much from 73. It changed so much because it used to be nothing out there. I mean, there wasn't nothing. And now you're talking about just the 80s. It changed a lot. I can only imagine now what it be in 2022, what it would be like.
Yeah, now it's the third fastest growing county in the United States. And, I mean, it's blowing up. I mean, it's crazy how much property is and how much. I'm killing it right now as far as making money.
Hey, let me ask you this. You know that big old bridge that you cross over to get on Oak Island?
Yeah, they have 2 of them now.
Okay, well, there used to be when I was living there and I was a kid. It was one of them bridges that lifts up. What you call them? So the boats could go in.
Drawbridge.
A drawbridge. Yeah, we had a drawbridge. You used to have to wait if you come through there and a boat was coming through. You'd have to wait for that drawbridge. And
they did away with both of those, and they got you just drive over now with big old high rises that boats go under.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Back when I was a kid, when I'd get out of school, my mama, she'd go to the grocery store. I think it was a Red, White, and Blue or something. I forget what the name of it was on the island. And she'd get chicken bags. She'd buy a whole bunch of chicken bags, and I had crab baskets. And when I'd get out of school, I'd get on my bicycle. Now, our bicycles back then, Dean, they had sissy bars on the back of them with a big old 8-handlebars on them. I mean, this is early 70s now. So I'd get them crab baskets, and she'd let that old chicken sit out all day long and get to stinking. So I'd make up my crab baskets, 3 or 4 crab baskets. I'd put me some chicken in there, and I'd put them on the back of my sissy bar, and I might ride 2 or 3 miles down that beach, about a mile or 2 at least, and and go crabbing. And it was safe back then. You know, your parents didn't have to worry about you, being right there in the front yard. It was so much safer and so much nicer back then. But yeah, that's what we used to do. I used to go crabbing every day, and would bring home the crabs that I would catch, and Mama, she'd boil us up some crabs. I mean, that was some good times back then, Dean. That was some good times.
That's right. Amen, brother. I just wanted to, just call in, brother, and say you're doing a fine job, and fret not, bro. I mean, don't worry about it. Everyone, don't worry about nothing, bro. If you're walking with the Lord,
that's right.
You're walking with Him. All you see is Him, bro. You don't got to worry about nothing else.
That's right, Dean.
Everything else is going to happen around us regardless, bro. I mean, it's just going to happen. We can't stop it. We can't worry about it. We're with Him. All is well.
That's right. You worry about it, what good is it going to do? It's not going to do nothing. It's going to stress you out.
I'll cut up in the chats and say some crazy things here, this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
I mean, people take it how they want to take it. I don't care.
Mm-hmm. You're right about that.
Keep it moving.
And people take the chat the wrong way sometimes because they can't hear the.
I love it, bro.
They can't hear the tone of your voice. They don't know what tone of voice if you playing or not because they're just reading words. But you might be just typing something out that's funny in your eyes, and they might think you dead serious. So it's easy to take things the wrong way in chat. You know it.
But if you think about it, bro, like the whole white-black thing, bro, like, just think about it in this sense, bro. As far as, like, the numbers go, bro, we outnumber them by far. They don't want lawlessness. They don't want that. They might act like little children here and there, and once we come in and smack around, and that's not just us as white versus black thing. It's just, they just act out like little children. They just got to be put back in their place. That's all. And we got to do it by being good people and following the Lord and seeing the light in us, and they'll follow us. They'll come back to us.
We've got to do it by being. We got to be an example, Dean. You're right. You're 100% right.
You can't be talking or you're telling people what they're doing wrong or none of it. You just got to be good to your family, good to your community, good to the people around you, and people see the light in you. And it's just the little things. It's like, somebody told me one time, like a penny ain't nothing by itself, but you put a penny in a 50-gallon barrel of pennies together, you can't move it.
That's right. You're right. You're right. You dead right, brother.
It's the little things we do in life.
Yeah. Be an example.
Everybody's always looking for that one big thing, bro. But if you just keep moving along, following Christ, doing little things, helping people out here and there, and just doing right, bro, and just everything falls in line.
That's right. You know what,
brother? That's why I don't want to keep everyone waiting. Brother.
You are. But let me tell you this real quick, Dean. Me and Stacy.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Me and Stacy lived in that old abandoned house after I had that stroke and everything, because we didn't have nowhere to live because of my stupidity and not saving money. It wasn't because I worked and made.
But the Lord was still there, no matter what.
He was there, but you know what, Dean?
Yeah.
We didn't have no lights, no water, nothing. But you can ask Stacy. I woke up every morning thankful, and I went to bed thankful to God every single night.
Amen, brother. Hey.
And we didn't
like hearing that.
We didn't complain about nothing. And to be honest, it wasn't comfortable sometimes, but we didn't have to do without nothing either. You know what I mean?
Amen.
Yeah, and that's all because of God. So I love to wake up with the attitude of gratitude. That sounds corny, but wake up thanking God for this morning, and go to bed thanking Him for what a good day He give you today.
Amen.
That's what it's all about, brother.
Amen, brother Skip.
Mm. Well, Dean, look at here, man. I'm glad I finally got to meet you. I know we ain't really.
As well. Me as well, man. Me as well.
Yep. Well, look at here. I hope this show's. I hope this show's gonna take off, and I hope I can get a better system set up with the telephones. I really do. But
you keep with Christ, bro, and keep Christ in front of you, bro, and everything will just fall out. If this was meant to be, it'll all just unravel as it's supposed to be. It's all up to Him, brother.
That's right, Dean. You're right.
You can't force nothing. It is what it is.
That's right, bro. You dead right.
Keep plugging it wrong. Don't be discouraged by any of it, bro. Like what you're doing is awesome.
Well, I appreciate that. Because I do get discouraged sometimes. I do get discouraged sometimes. Sometimes, now Watchman for you. I don't know if you know who he is in the chat. Ever seen him in the chat? That is one good old boy. He's smart as all get down, and he'll call me and we'll talk, and he'll try to walk me through some stuff, and I get so frustrated, and stuff that's real simple to him, he don't realize that I can't comprehend some of this stuff, and but I'll tell you what, I've had him and a whole bunch of people working hard to help me figure all this stuff out, and it's getting there, Dean. It really is. It's gonna be a slow road. and it's not going to look professional right now to begin with, but it ain't all about looks. It's about what the content is, and if we can talk to each other and share stories and help each other grow. You know what I mean?
Amen, brother. Hey, your road wasn't slow, was it? I mean, it was slow.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Like, you know what I meant, though. Like, your road was slow, bro. Like, it takes time, brother. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Greatness takes time.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, brother.
All right, you take care of yourself, man. Call me again, all right, Dean?
You too, and God bless. Absolutely, brother.
All
God
right.
bless. And God bless everybody in the chat.
Yes, sir. God bless you, brother. Bye.
All right, brother.
Boy, this is pretty good tonight. I've got to meet Luca and Dean and, Jim Justice. Yeah, I like this. But yeah, this like I say, this is just a test stream tonight. But I'm gonna have some topics, to talk about, and I really just wanted to see how it was gonna work tonight, and make sure I wasn't looking like a Chinese, pop, 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 whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, my lips be moving like that. Yeah. But everything seems to be going good. I see Snow Goose in there. I see Raymond 11. Oh, Lord, Raymond 11. You coming down to Ohio Atlanta this summer, Raymond? You supposed to? Oh, Lord. Who can it be now? I can't carry a tune down a hill in a wheelbarrow. Who this is? Hey.
Guess what?
It's,
I got a fucking...
look here, Tommy. Look here, Tommy. Tommy, look here, brother. I love you. I love you to death.
Tommy, this is Jacob.
Okay, well, Jacob, I love Jacob too, but don't be cussing like that, brother.
I'm sorry.
Well, I'm like this. I'm kind of like this. When people, it ain't about just being Christian. It's just like you're old enough to you should have a big enough vocabulary where you shouldn't have to use them cuss words like that.
Are you gonna spank me, or who else is willing to do it?
Well, I don't know, Tommy. I don't know, brother, but I think.
I need at least Lucy, Sandy.
Well, I think.
Josephina.
Well, do the time, and I know you're ready to go to bed. I'm gonna let you go, Tommy. It sounds like you really do need to go to bed. Get you some sleep, brother.
Yeah, I was just calling the fuck with you there.
I know it. I know it, brother.
No, it's really good. Hey, and everything you're doing sounds really good on my end. Absolutely.
Well, good. I appreciate
Now,
that.
you're all the way to Indiana, so.
You mean you can hear me all the way up there in Indiana, and I'm down here in Georgia? Lord have mercy.
Yeah, I can hear you beautifully, bro. Beautifully. Yeah.
Well, good deal. I appreciate that, Tommy. It's gonna get more better and more better. This is just a test tonight, but
I know, but now if something happens, though, you gotta be the fucking voice, because we're all gonna be around here, and then be like, hey, what the fuck's going on?
well,
Hey, you're underground.
underground.
Yeah, I'll be underground.
Yeah. Well, I don't like to tell most people, but I'm in a.
Underground, yeah. Underground is the best place for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. No bullshit. I can't even, stress it enough. Yeah. So, if there's a blast, go underground. I don't give a fuck where it is. Get in the darkest hole and stay there.
All right, that sounds like a plan right there, Tommy.
You're talking about inside fucking. Well, then that's what you do. You know what? All right. Well, then inside
It sounds like you got a plan, and you ready to put it to work. Yeah.
What do you call them? Escalators. So then that's
Them moving steps, the steps that move.
I'm not really familiar from here.
You either call them an escalator, or if you want mescaline or
But I know
acid,
what
you
they
call it
are.
acid.
So, well,
Steps that ain't supposed to be moving.
Jesus Christ. Hold on, wait. All right. No, wait. Oh, yeah. No, where are you guys? I need to see you.
I'll tell you what, Tommy. It sounds like
It
sounds like you're having an out of body experience right now, and I don't want to really be a part of it and interfere with you in any kind of way.
I want to see you. Hold on. All right. Wait. No, that's awesome.
Well, good deal.
I'm going to put ha.
All right. Well, that sounds like a winner right there, Tommy.
Yeah, I put that. Wait. No, ha. Yeah, because, no, it's going to help you. Wait. Yes, if you do not.
Well, how long have you felt this way, Tommy? How long has these thoughts been running through your head? Did you pass out on me, Tommy? Somebody get an ambulance. Somebody get an ambulance for Tom Davis. All right, well, I'm going to take it that you passed out or just laid the phone down once, so I'm going to let you go, all right, big boy? All right, how about them Braves? Lord have mercy. Somebody check on Tommy. Robbie Brown, y'all check on Tommy. I don't know if he passed out, fell out, or gave out, or what, but he's out. All right, Tommy. Lord have mercy. Somebody call 911. We need an ambulance. Yes, we do. Tommy's a good old boy. Yes, he is. But I tell you what, he needs my ambulance right now, I think. Robbie Brown, see if you can't get a hold of him on the phone. You got his phone number. Call him up and see if he's all right. Because we don't want nothing bad to happen to old Tommy. I hope he just got tired and dropped the phone, you know. Yeah, I do. Hurry up now. We might need an ambulance. Somebody call him. Butch, you call him. Because I don't even know if Robbie's still in the chat. Now, there's Robbie. I see him. Gail has him. He's good. Okay. All right, Robbie. Good deal. That's good to know. That's good to know because I worry about old Tommy sometimes. Yeah, I do. Well, look at here. Everything seems to be working good. And if y'all want me to do a live stream, or for real one, this is just a test run right here. If y'all want me to do, you think the quality's good enough where I can do a show enough real live stream Friday night, I'll do one Saturday night. And I know the phone calls ain't the best in the world right now, but if y'all ever talked on the phone lines, uh-oh. Let's see who this is. Let's see who this is. Who this is? Yeah. Who this is?
You know that who this is? This is he. This is Iz. Iz is calling and wanted to talk about. Did you know that Judah made the same mistake that Esau did?
Judas made the same mistake that Esau did?
Yeah, Judah, the same guy that threw Jacob down the well. I mean, not the well. Who said put him down the hole, and then said sell him to these guys.
Yeah,
and then, Judah, the firstborn.
He threw Joseph in that well. Yeah.
Well, not a well. It was in a hole, I guess. I don't know. Maybe an old well. I don't know. I don't even want to talk about that.
Yeah.
I want to talk about, did you know that Judah made the same mistake that Esau did?
Hating his brother?
No. Judah married a Canaanite, just like Esau.
Well, that's true too. Sure did.
Did you know that?
Yeah, I knew that.
Oh, how did you know that? You read your Bible?
If you read the
Jesse says you don't need to do.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you want to let it go on one end and out the other, you go ahead and let it go on one end and out the other. But yeah, I read that in the Bible, sure did. Canaanites. You know who the Canaanites are, don't you?
Did you know that it was Tamar that saved Judah from being written out of the bloodline to our Jesus?
But that was a woman, and all women's their daddy is Satan, so she couldn't have done that.
Yeah, she did.
You know, all women are evil.
You stopped me there. I'm sorry. I started. I had a list for you, but I'm gonna let it go there then, I guess. It was Tamar that was promised to Judah's first half-breed Canaanite child.
Yeah.
And it's written how he rather put his seed on the ground than give it to Tamar, and God smote him. And then in the tradition, you drunkard. All right, Raymond. In the tradition, the second son was to marry her to give the firstborn a son, a prodigy, and he did the same thing, and God smote him too. And then Judah wouldn't give up the third son, and Tamar got wise to that, and she met him on the road as he was selling his sheep.
That's right.
And let him have his way with her.
Yep.
And she was pregnant with child.
That's
And
right.
luckily she got the staff and the signet ring from that day,
Yep.
and she survived, and that's the only reason Judah's still in the bloodline of Jesus. It's a really important story, but nobody ever wants to talk about it.
It is an important story, and it's a good story.
After Canaanite Judah, people running around. Not to mention everything about after the Babylonian captivity, but I just wanted to mention that. That's all.
Well,
before we let off, let me go.
Wait.
You want to tell me something?
Well, I was just going to tell you, if you ever just read the book of the writings about Joseph in Genesis, I'm going to tell you what, Joseph played he was like a pre-runner of Jesus today, or not today, but later on, you know, what they did to Joseph. But Joseph, the story of Joseph and what he went through and what they did to him, and then he became the highest man or the second highest man in Egypt, and then became the highest man in Egypt, didn't he? Didn't he?
You said Joseph and you lost me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was just talking about Joseph and what his brothers did to him, and then how he ended up.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, his brothers, but I mean it was under Judah's direction, you know.
Right.
I mean Judah was the elder. He was the oldest brother.
Right.
You know.
Yep. But if it wouldn't been for Joseph, Israel wouldn't be here today. I don't think, would they?
The man of many colors. He showed Israel showed favoritism to him, and you know, we got it all in Genesis how the brothers came to him in the famine, the 7-year famine, and he was the you know, there's a lot to be said about all that. But I was just, you know, what I was talking about was after this time. After they were in the promised land almost, right? No?
Right.
I don't know. Oh, well. I just find it amazing. Look at you smoking cigarettes. What are we smoking?
LD. They're real cheap. It's a cheap one.
What's that? AOV?
LD.
AOV?
It's a L Duncrat or something. I don't know what it is. It's just old. It's just old cheap Offspring. You know, I used to have a cigarette roller. I used to roll them, but I used to buy a bag of menthol. My smoking has got you coughing at it.
No, I'm actually smoking at the same time and reading chat and starting to get a little bit miffed at this chat. This chat is so outrageous and evil. That's why I love you guys.
You know what?
Anyways.
The chat is what kept me around so long in watching Jesse's show and James's show. I'm gonna tell you what I loved. I loved them chats, and I literally miss you guys in the mornings because I see y'all having such a good time. I stop in there sometime in the mornings, and I watch the chat for a minute or two. It's kind of like seeing a bunch of old long lost friends that you can see from a way off, but you can't speak to, and they can't know that you're there and want to say hey to them because I really love them chats. I look forward to getting in them chats
I
every
feel
day.
that too, Skip, especially with your new setup, man. This is really cool. I like this a lot. I've already got, a lot of people I wanted to hear from. And, more power to you. But I would like you on 1.25 speed, though. Everything's slow in your neighborhood.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Well, I did graduate from the short bus where, the windows tasted like tapioca or Windex.
Yeah.
But, we're beyond that. All right. I don't mean to be silent, but I really want to say more, but I can't yet. Maybe next time.
All right,
Okay?
Jim. All right, well, you can call anytime and talk about anything you want to. You know that, brother.
Yeah, I gotta wait and see more.
Okay. Because, I'm a damn snake. I might try to snake something out of you,
Well, I know you're not a snake, but you're the sneaky snake because you bring up, I think everything you bring up in your sneaky snake fashion is fine. But that's really, you do it in a way, you're not upfront. I like to be upfront. When I call, I tell you what I want to call about. You know what I mean?
Well, I always,
This is what I want.
whenever I talk to Nick, and he'd say, "What do you want to talk about, Skip?" I would always talk about what I called to talk about. I never did slip nothing in on him. Never, not one time. I always talked about what I said I was going to talk about. So I don't know how in the world that can make me snaky, Jim. I really don't.
I don't know. I just don't know how to do it any better. Okay, Skip. All right, Sneaky Snake.
All right, brother, man. I appreciate you. All right, bye. Yeah, whenever I call old Nick, and me and Nick would have some good discussions. Sometimes we'd talk for a little bit before he'd put me on hold. But, whenever I call Hank and say, "Look here, Nick, I want to talk about this," that's what I would talk about. Who can it be now? What's going on with you? What's going on with you, brother?
Hey, what's going on, Brother Skip?
Oh, Lord, we have got the preacher man from he's in North Georgia. What's your name, brother? I forget again.
This is Brother Reed Love.
Reed Love. Yes, sir. What's going on with you tonight?
Reed Love is here watching you tonight, and I just want to call and tell you I appreciate you. I like the Chicken Bone News Network. It's real good stuff.
Well, I appreciate that. I figured that name, something with the name chicken involved in it. it would probably be more attractive to some of you black callers or black YouTubers.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right. And I want to draw you black people in to let you know that all us white people ain't bad, and we love you, and we wants to help you. We wants the best for you, but we just ain't gonna let you blame everything on the white people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right. Well, glory. We got one who can see. I can see. Yeah. When you tell that truth there, Skip, it really gets down. It ain't like busting up one of them tins of them hypocrite biscuits. You get your hands in it, and you start working it, and you start mashing it up together, and you make some of them good biscuits like Grandma used to make and everything. Well, glory.
High glory, boy. You get me hungry right here. Get me hungry. Somebody said, can I get an amen from somebody?
Amen, Brother Skip. Just want to call and tell you, we love you. We love you, and we're praying for you, and we want you to keep on moving on up. That's right, to that deluxe apartment up there in the sky. Hey, glory. Well, now.
All right, that's what I'm talking about, brother. Look at here. I will let you go, and you say a prayer for the Chicken Bone News Network and for all us chicken boners. All right, brother?
That's right. Be good, Skip.
All right, man. We'll talk with you later. Now, ain't that something? On the first night, I get a preacher man praying for the Chicken Bone News Network and the Chicken Boners. Yes, sir. High glory. Yeah, that was old Watchman for you. Yeah, he's a funny fella. He makes me laugh. We talk on the phone just about every day. He's either trying to help me figure out how to get all this going, or we're just talking about what's going on in the world every day. But we have some good talks. Yes, we do. That is one good fella and one smart fella. Don't let nobody tell you that boy don't know what side of, what's really going on. He's smart now. Yes, he is. And I appreciate him. I appreciate all y'all that's been helping me out. I appreciate all y'all anyhow. I appreciate y'all for being here. But people like old Watchman for you, boy, I tell you what, I had to ask him questions about this stuff. I don't know about this kind of technology. Shoot, I barely know how to work a Etch-a-Sketch, much less a computer and a mixing board and an OBS. Lord have mercy. But yeah, he's a good old boy. Yes, he is. Well, look at here. It's 10:49, and everything seems to be working good. And I ain't got no topics to really talk about tonight. I guess we could talk about out-of-control blacks, but hell, we'd be here all night if we did that. But I want y'all to know that when I talk about the blacks being out of control, it's because they are, and it's because they're getting a bad rap from these race-hustling preachers and these politicians and these CNNs and MSNBC, and it's so easy for them to feel like they're the victims, and they just love that victimhood. But it's not all of them. I know so many black people that work hard and are a pleasure to be around, and don't have that victim mentality. How come they can make it when a lot of them don't want to make it, or they can make it but they can't make it because of their mentality? No, we all got to realize that it ain't easy for nobody out there, but it depends on the choices we make every day. If we're gonna have a good day that day and a better day the next day, if we're gonna get a good job, we got to learn a trade. All this college stuff, that's a bunch of crap. You got people going spending all these thousands of dollars to go to college, and then it take 10 or 15 years to pay these student loans off, and they really ain't got no good job. They ain't. Learn you a good trade out there, people. Learn how to be an electrician, a plumber, or a brick mason. Learn how to build something, and you can go to work in any city you want to and make good money. Yes, you can. Well, look here. I'm going to go ahead and end this thing tonight, and I appreciate every one of y'all for helping me with the phone calls and making sure everything sounds all right tonight. And look here, I'm gonna ask y'all. Let me see. All right, y'all hit 1 if you think it's good enough, so I can go ahead and get some topics up tomorrow. And Friday night at 7 o'clock we can do a live stream. If y'all think it is, y'all hit a 1. All right, there's Tyrone, there's Butch. Yep. There's Robbie Brown, Kristen, Jim Justice, Red Dirt Farm. Oh, Red Dirt Farm. I enjoyed doing that story about you the other night, showing the video you sent, and then the pictures and all. and just to set the record straight, if y'all watched the other night, I was showing a little video that Red Dirt Farm sent me, and then he had been sending me some pictures of his farm and of his hogs in action, and then of what it looks like after he cuts one of them up, a big old fine piece of meat. And I showed all that. I showed that tractor from the 1950s. He sent me some stuff on that. He's really into them tractors and all. But I threw in a picture right after that, and it didn't come from Red Dirt Farm, and I don't want nobody to think that he sent that to me, because he didn't. I stuck that in there on my own. And that was that picture of that JLP mug with a tube of KY jelly next to it. That didn't have nothing to do with Red Dirt Farm now. That was just humor. I was just throwing some humor in there. But I do appreciate your pictures, and I appreciate all the stories you've been sending me to Red Dirt Farm. Bradley Smith, he sends me some good stuff. A lot of y'all send me some good stuff. And I haven't gotten to a lot of them. But don't think I don't look at them, and don't think I don't appreciate them. Yes, I do. And I appreciate y'all helping this channel grow to where it's going to now. Hell, I never would have thought I had 400 and something people that enjoyed the stupid stuff that I talk about and could understand my old country accent. But undoubtedly, I'm doing something halfway right. But I appreciate y'all, and we're going to get this channel going. And now that we're going live, who knows, old Maze might give us a call one day, and that'd be good, wouldn't it? I'd like to talk to Maze, and I would let her talk. I really would. I wouldn't want to try to direct the conversation, and I wouldn't be one of them people that keep asking. You ever see, there's a certain person, I ain't going to call no name, but when he'll ask you the same question 20 times until you finally give him the answer he wants you to tell. Lord have mercy. No, I wish you would call, Maze. If you happen to be listening, I wish you would call. And I'd love to have a good conversation with you. I sure would. But I'm going to let y'all go. I done lost my voice tonight. I think it's in there in the bedroom getting some sleep right now where I need to be. Look here. I'm going to go ahead and end this thing. I see War Eagle in there. Let me see. Let me get my magic mirror out before I leave. Yeah. Let me see. There's Watchman for you, Butch Conger, Jim Justice, Kristen, Ma. Oh, there's Ma. Ma, I'm glad you're feeling better. You was in my prayers, girl, and I'm so glad you're feeling better. And you tell Angel I said hello, all right? And I see all y'all in the magic mirror tonight. Point Fire. Oh, Point Fire, he's a character. Let's see, there's Luca. He's still there. All right, Luca. Luca Music. Yeah, I see all y'all in the magic mirror. And look here. If y'all think this magic mirror that I do, if y'all think that's retarded and I just need to stop that, press 1 if you think I do. Because I enjoy doing it. It's just funny. I don't know if y'all remember now. I'm not older than some of y'all. But there's a show used to come on called Romper Room. And that old woman, she'd hold that magic mirror up, and she'd act like she'd see some people in there. And I was a little bitty old boy. I wasn't 4, 5, 6 years old, watching Romper Room. Knowing she wasn't going to see me in there. And there ain't too many people named Skip either. So I know she wasn't going to see no Skip in there. But I'd sit there and I said, Lord, she going to see me today. That woman never did see me in that magic mirror. No, she didn't. But I see y'all in the magic mirror. And I'm glad y'all like the magic mirror. And do y'all like the boogie, boogie, boogie dance at the end? Do y'all want me to keep that in there? Because I think y'all seem to like that boogie, boogie, boogie dance. I know I like it. What was that? He says bungee jump. Psychedelic bungee jump. What, Jim Justice? I was propagandized. Oh, Lord, don't tell me that. Lord, I thought I wasn't propagandized. but I was. Lord have mercy. All right, good. We're going to keep the boogie dance in. We're going to keep the magic mirror. Erase all your dancing. Hey, look at here while I got y'all on here. How about y'all do this? I know some of y'all might can drink enough one night and find somebody to get a camera out and record it. How about some of y'all make me a psychedelic bungee jump dance and send it to me and put some music to it, or I can put some music to it, and we'll show some of y'all chicken bones out there doing that psychedelic bungee jump. I think that'd be funny. Yes, it would. I'd love to do a bungee jump for you, but Lord have mercy, I got to get out of this chair. Let me tell you something. Me and Stacy went outside today, and I ain't been trying to walk much lately. I get an old lazy bone in me every now and then. But I got out there and I probably walked, I don't know, wasn't far. I walked a couple of 100 feet today. But I'm getting out there now in this warm weather. I'm going to get out there and I tell you what, my goal is, Lord have mercy, I'm supposed to meet up with Tyrone and Boo Boo and Raymond 11 sometime this spring or summer in Hotlanta. And Lord, I hope to be getting around a whole lot better by then. And be completely out this doggone wheelchair, using my walker. And yeah, I'm going to get on out this wheelchair one day. But look at here. I appreciate every one of y'all. And it's almost 11 o'clock. And this old boy needs to get him some shut-eye. I wished I had it and I'd play it for y'all. But y'all know what time it ain't, don't you? Pop, pop, pop. No boogie, 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 boogie tonight. I'll see y'all later. And we will have a show Friday night. Now that things are running good, we're going to get this thing started and we're going to do it. And we're going to get the phone where it'll be a lot better eventually, where y'all can hear the callers a whole lot better. Because that's important. The callers are just as important, if not more important than I am and what I got to say. Well, look here. I'll see y'all later. Y'all hit that like button. Tell your family and friends, and if y'all ain't subscribed yet, y'all go and hit that subscribe button, all right? All right, I will catch y'all Friday night. Bye. In the stream. And stream to your stream. Make sure there it goes.